fight fans? Alex here. Just wanted to let you guys know, remember to subscribe to the channel. That's Cage Talk with Alex. Every Thursday, another fighter, another interview. Remember to leave this video a like, drop a comment below for a chance to win an autographed picture. Remember, that's give it a like. Make sure you're subscribed to Cage Talk with Alex, and leave a comment below. I hope you guys enjoy the interview with UFC welterweight fighter Gall.
Quick question: what part of Jersey are you from?
I'm from Greenbrook. You familiar? You from Jersey?
I'm from Secaucus.
You got that Yankees banner.
Yeah, I'm from Secaucus.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I haven't been. I was born. I left Jersey about maybe like 6 or 7 years ago, and I've been in Texas, and I've obviously gained a lot of weight. I miss White Castles. I know you probably don't. You stay away from White Castles, huh?
Yeah, no, they're good, but yeah, I haven't eaten those. I haven't eaten fast food, and couldn't tell you last time.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about being in that movie. How was Born a Champion? How was that experience, man?
It was great. Sean Patrick Flanery is the main character in that. He was in like Boondock Saints and like a bunch of other movies, and he wrote the movie. He's a big jiu-jitsu enthusiast. He's a black belt himself. Learned from Renzo Gracie, and he's a real. He calls it his love letter to jiu-jitsu. That movie, and I'm a jiu-jitsu guy as well. I love jiu-jitsu. Did a lot for me in my life, and it was a really cool experience. I like that was the second movie I did. What they call it, Spencer Confidential. It's on Netflix, a Mark Wahlberg movie.
Okay.
I got like a little thing in it, but it's fun, man. Especially like this one, I have like lines and a whole fight scene and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fun. Hold on a second. You gotta be paying attention to the GPS. All right. Is it 5 miles? 4 miles. Cool. Sorry.
That's right.
I love it though. It's fun, man. It's like it gives me like a rush. Like it's kind of similar to fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the movies, it's like, all right, ready, go, action, and it's on. Fighting's like that too. It's like get in the cage, ready, you ready, this guy ready, let's go. But there's way less consequences in acting, and it's fun. You know what I mean? Screw up, they cut, and you do it again. Fighting, you got one shot.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy it. I plan on doing more of them, and especially after my fighting career. I got another 10 years to rock out in the UFC, but after that, I'd definitely like to do some more movies.
Definitely, man. I actually had Chung Lee on, and he was explaining his role in movies and stuff like that. But if you could always branch out, like you said, do movies and fight at the same time, I mean, you're still young. I mean, what, you're 27? Right.
No, I just turned 29 on Friday.
Well, congratulations. Happy birthday.
Thanks, dude. Yeah. My last year of my 20s. Getting old.
Hey, man, I'm 31, bro. Don't worry about it. I mean, after that, it's all downhill.
You're getting better.
40, then after that, it's 40 is the new 20, Supposedly.
Yeah, 40 is the new 30. So I'm like 19.
There you go, man.
You're 21, bro. Yeah.
Quick question. What was your first step into mixed martial arts? What was your first practice? Was boxing, correct?
I boxed when I was young. Like I started boxing around 13. Just like I was like hitting stuff. I played football. I was like the rough stuff. But I did boxing just because I wanted to learn like how to punch and box. But I did jiu-jitsu when I was 16 with the intention of doing mixed martial arts.
Okay.
I became a fan of it, and then I found a great school near me that's still my home. I was just there earlier today. I'm there all the time.
Was there any fighter that you kind of looked up to and you watched and you wanted to kind of replicate and kind of follow in their footsteps?
Yeah, man, a lot of them. As a Jersey guy, I was a big, Jim Miller, Dan Miller, and like Frankie Edgar fan.
Yeah.
And it's cool. When I was 18, I went to AMA Fight Club. That's where Jim and Dan were trained, and I got to help out Dan in a lot of his camps. When he was fighting like the who's who of 185, and I was just training with Jim Miller yesterday. I'm happy to call all three of those guys friends now. And I'm the next Jersey kid on the way up in the game.
Definitely, man. And that's kind of cool too. Also, someone that you looked up to, and now you're training and helping them out as well. So it almost comes like all full circle, you know?
Yeah, no, it was absolutely like it was cool, man. It was an honor and a big part of my development. I cut my teeth going with those tough guys that I looked up to. It's very cool.
Definitely. Now, talking about, your career and stuff, I mean, again, you're still active, you're young. As of right now, who was your toughest match as of right now? Obviously, you have probably a bunch more left, obviously, but still, who would be, as of right now, who would you consider a tough match?
Wait, like someone that I already fought or someone that...
Yeah, someone that you already fought. My bad. Yeah.
My toughest match was fighting with kidney failure during the Diego Sanchez fight. I guess illness was my biggest my toughest opponent. But
shit.
I can't, not to take it away from him, but well, I wasn't really myself in there. But I don't know, man. Everyone's tough. Everyone in the UFC is tough. No one is not going to be a tough fight. Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
And that's what we love. That's what we get into this for. You want to see how you stack it with the best. I don't think anyone's tougher than me. So, I intend on proving that.
Definitely. Now, talking about your next fight, who do you see? I mean, the welterweight division is very stacked. I mean, you have Usman fighting soon. Who would you like to see? To your next opponent, if you could choose. I mean,
I don't really care.
Okay.
To be honest, I fight whoever. I was supposed to fight Carlos Condit last year, and he got hurt and had to pull out of the fight. He just had a fight with my good friend Matt Brown. And I don't know. I don't really care. I guess if you ask, I like that one. I like that fight. That was like another guy. Condit was a guy I grew up watching, and that was kind of instead of the other one where like idols become training partners and friends. Like it was like an idols become rivals type thing.
Okay.
And so that was a fight. I was very disappointed when it didn't happen. I was like, fuck. I was mad, but it happens. It's part of the fight game. It's we're not playing checkers. We're not making pancakes. You got to train hard, and injuries happen. So I don't fault him at all, and I got mad respect for him. But I'd like that fight.
Definitely. I mean, again, your amateur. How many amateur fights did you have actually? You had several, right?
3.
3?
No, I only had 3, bro. I should have had more. It was.
Did you jump in too early?
No. It's just the experience. Just what is big. Would do everyone good. I guess I was a little impatient and frustrated with. I'd have a lot of, fight cancellations, just like we talked about with this one. That happens all the way through. So I was like, oh, I got to just turn pro because at least these dudes will fight me. So I did that, and then my first pro fight, I was in the UFC.
I mean, that's a hell of a way to make an entrance. And let's talk about that debut, man. Again, your UFC debut, you pulled in the victory and stuff. How was that transition? How did you feel going from amateur to pro and then fighting in the UFC on the biggest stage? I mean, UFC's huge.
I mean, it was a dream come true. So I had my first pro fight, like on the regional scene, like everyone does. Usually you get like 10 of them at least. You're like 10-0, then you go to the UFC. But I had my first pro fight. Dana White happened to be there, and I was like, how do I make the most of this opportunity? I've seen, I wanted to be a UFC fighter. That's why we get into this, to test yourselves against the best in the world. So I immediately, knew once I heard Dana White was gonna be able to fight, I was like, oh, I'm gonna call out that CM Punk dude. There was a professional wrestler that got signed to the UFC, and with athletic commissions, you have to have a record. I couldn't call out Robbie Lawler as a champ. They'd be like, what are you talking about, idiot?
Yeah.
Get out of here. But But, I could call that dude out, and reasonably they could make that fight. But I figured I was just tossing up a Hail Mary. Like, probably nothing's going to come of it. But then, boom, next thing I knew, I was signing UFC paperwork and had my first fight a couple weeks later. Beat that dude in 45 seconds. And then I got to fight CM Punk in September. Then off to the races,
Yeah. Now, talking about the CM Punk fight, man, I mean, it looked like Mike Tyson is prime fighting an infant. It just looked like you mauled him from the get-go, man. Again, you got to respect anyone that obviously steps in the cage. You got to give them respect, but at the same time,
have to.
What did you think about that fight, and what was most likely the game plan was just do what you did, just take him down, ground and pound, and destroy him. So what was your initial thought of the fight and CM Punk as a fighter?
I knew I knew I should beat that dude's ass, and I knew, I had a lot of people being like, yo, this bullshit. This dude gets a red carpet treatment right in the UFC. We've been busting our asses for years.
That's true.
So I felt like I had to represent the real fighters, represent the sport a little bit. And I was like, I got to give this dude a goose egg. If he does one good thing to me, I failed. So I had to be completely dominant. I had to be, make it quick. Couldn't give him too much time to have fun in there. I had to just beat his ass and be on him from the jump. I planned on, striking with him a little bit, but he just came galloping over at me. And I was like, all right, here's an easy takedown. Plus, I had 21 stitches in my eyebrow. I got 3 weeks before the fight. So I was like, it was good that I took him to the ground, because just if a strong gust of wind hit me, I could have cut open. I couldn't have that dude make me bleed on TV.
Yeah.
So I had to dust him real quick.
Did you feel like you said you wanted to teach him a lesson about coming in and him having a red carpet? It's happened before, obviously with Brock Lesnar and even James Toney. Remember when he came into the UFC with Randy Couture?
Yeah.
So were you fighting?
But James Toney at least is like a champion boxer.
You're right. You're right.
But it wasn't like I didn't care about teaching him a lesson. I just want to represent the sport. Like, it wasn't about him. He just happened to be the person there. Like, I had to like show that this sport isn't something you just hop into and think it's cute. You know what I mean? You get your ass kicked. You pay with your health. So, it's real shit. Like, I've been seeing all these people putting up all these Conor McGregor memes.
I hate it.
And hating on this dude. All this and that, even Nate Robinson, when that dude hopped in and fought that YouTuber. Still, man, they got the balls to hop in there and fight. Someone's got to lose. In this sport, there's a winner and a loser every time. Two people go in there and want to win, and one person's gonna fucking lose. And it's bullshit. That shit pisses me off. I had to check a couple of my friends who I saw putting that shit up. Yo, it's just not funny. Who do you think you are? You never got in the cage.
Yep.
It's just some hate. It's some hater shit. You're hating. Like to watch the man get torn down, catch a L. I think there's got to be a lot more respect. Seriously, we say that, but actual I'm not saying it just because I'm I think we need to be respected, but you don't want to disrespect and clown someone. That's just some hater shit. Why, you're mad because Conor's got a bunch of money and here's something you can pick on him for?
Yep.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. That whole, again, there was memes all over. Again, you got to give him credit. He stayed humble and stuff. And I'm not a really big Conor fan, but I respected him more because he got up and he's like, hey, I like a more humble fighter than someone who talks a lot and this and that. And that's just my opinion. But again, like you said, he went into the cage. A lot of people wouldn't. A lot of people are what's it called? Button pushers. They'll be on the computer, writing shit or making jokes and stuff. But yeah, they're in their fucking grandma's.
Which is it's cool if you did not fight. You don't have to do it. We're probably a little crazy for doing it. But to clown someone who is putting their health on the line and putting years of training and all that shit, it just doesn't sit well. There's a weird thing in it's one thing if a football player drops a pass, you know what I mean? You could be like, come on, man, whatever. But there's going to be one winner and one loser, and it's the losers get clowned. It's crazy. It's really crazy. It's you know what I mean? It's just a weird
You know what
thing.
it is? To be honest with you, Mickey, I think it's just the world we live in right now. Like everyone's all into social media and shit. Social media could be horrible, and I think that's a way of like people lashing out and stuff, and doing all these memes because the memes didn't happen not too long ago. I mean, they just recently now started, blowing up and stuff. So anything you do, if you get knocked out, you do this. I mean, there's a meme for it. So it's just fucking.
No, you're right. So social media is a monster because like in the back in the day, like someone could lose a fight and you'd be like, oh, he's a bum. But you're just saying that in your living room.
Mm-hmm.
And still, that's disrespectful calling someone that you don't know all the and what just the fact that any person calling these people a bum, you wouldn't last 1 minute with that bum. You know what I mean? So it's like it's weird. But now social media, they'll hop on your comments and talk shit. Like I saw a Connor post today, and people are like you can just by swiping by, you see some shitty comments and stuff. It's like, it is what it is. There's people, I feel bad for those people. But I also think sometimes there's, smart people who are good people who, I don't know why they're just misguided or not thinking it through. Or maybe it just makes them feel better watching a strong man get torn down. Maybe it makes them feel like, he's human like me. But yeah, it's weird. I would like to see maybe one day people will change, but I'm not banking on it. But it's cool that we got to talk about it. Maybe someone hears this and might change their ways a little bit on it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean that's how people are, man. Unfortunately, they feel safe behind the computer, behind their phone. I mean, because they wouldn't say that shit. I bet you $1 million you get some shitty comments sometimes, and you're like, you look at it and you're like, you would never say that in front of me, though.
I know for a fact I've taken pictures and with people who have popped shit on my Instagram.
Really?
But they see me in person, they go, "Oh, hey man, big fan. Can we take a picture?"
Yeah, completely different, huh?
Guaranteed. Yeah. It's it's a fake world.
Yeah.
But you should isolate that clip. I was talking about the Conor McGregor thing and send it to me. I'll post that or something.
Oh yeah.
We should get people seeing that.
Yeah, what I usually do is I'll get this, I'll edit it, and then I'll send it to you via Instagram and stuff like that. Usually, I'll put like a post announcement because I do it every Thursday. I usually put it with the fighter, so I usually take a picture of you, not a picture of you, but I'll take it from the internet. Say Cage Talk with Mickey Gall. And then I will.
Hey! I was gonna test you at the end. So I was gonna be like, "What is my name again?" All right, cool. You got it, Mickey.
No, man.
Correct, brother. Good job. Whose gloves you got in the background over there?
So I have Jamie Varner. That's his shirt. That was his last walkout shirt. I have Chris Lieben. I have Frank Mir. I have Chris Lytle right there.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. I had several people. I've been doing this for a couple months now. Again, with the pandemic and shit, I had nothing to do. I mean, watch my kid, but my kid was driving me nuts for God knows how long. So I was like, man, I need to do something. Again, I get to talk to fighters and they get to share and tell their side of the story. Maybe that they weren't able to, So I know I had Mark Hunt, and Mark Hunt was going on a rampage on UFC. I just let that man rant.
Damn.
35 minutes. He was just going. And look, I have the New Jersey Devils flag.
I see it, brother.
Unfortunately, that's the only thing that was at that time at my age that they were good. Got Scott Stevens. I don't know if you know who that is, but yeah.
Yeah, of course. I remember Brodeur and all that.
Yeah, that was when Jersey had its sports team.
Yeah, right. So, I got to get into this wake. All right?
Definitely. Hey, man, I do appreciate you coming by and talking, and we'll talk a little bit later, and I do appreciate everything you do inside the octagon and outside, all right?
Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate the kind words. Even though you didn't get my name right, it's all good.
Don't worry, I'll edit that.
The kind words, brother. No, you should leave it in.
All right, Vicky.
Leave it in, man. It's all good. All love, brother. Peace.